WBCB presents Pro Wrestling Weekly,
the longest-running pro wrestling radio talk show in the history of terrestrial radio.
And he's obviously Michael Cole.
Call in with a question or comment at 215-949-3232 or 888-922-2149.
Talking wrestling.
Yeah.
Because that's what this show's about. That's what we've been doing for over 16 years.
No. It's about sports entertainment.
And now here are your hosts of Pro Wrestling Weekly, Fearon and Lucas DeSangro.
Will you stop marking out over there?
Sorry.
Move over, kid. I'm taking your microphone.
You're shallow, you know that?
I'm running on 2 hours of sleep. I don't remember what the hell I do anymore. There's the sound of the bell, and we are set to go. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Fearon here with you alongside Captain Part-Time himself, Lucas Twitch DeSangro, here in studio.
Thanks.
Woo!
Woohoo! Captain Part-Time. I called in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, true. You were bringing it via satellite.
I was trying,
darn it. And you know what? Effort is the key to success. It is appreciated. As much as I'm a honey bus for you, it's better to be here via satellite than not be here at all.
Very true.
At least physically. Mentally is a whole other story.
Oh, mentally I've been gone for years. Much before I even joined the radio show, Fearon,
Yes.
to be honest.
Yeah, since the "that is not fair" days.
I know, I wasn't even there then. I have good days and I have, well, no, not even good days. I have days and then I have bad days.
Days and bad days.
Yeah.
Well, some would argue that somebody who had a pretty bad day was WWE yesterday. And I was trying to... I saw that you were getting a sip of water, so I was trying not to say anything super funny so you didn't do a spit take.
Appreciated.
Yeah, for a number of reasons. We'll just leave it at that. So, yeah, I mean, I guess we should probably... get the proverbial elephant in the room out of the room first and talk a little of that pay-per-view that happened yesterday.
Yes.
So, yeah, quite a bit that occurred from it. Where to even begin?
Well, you don't like what you like.
Oh, we're going right with that?
I tell my audience what they like. And they like it.
We're going there right out of the gate, huh? That's we're just.
That was the theme of the pay-per-view. I feel like.
That's well.
Unless, of course, well, okay. To be fair, Saudi Arabia, they were definitely there to appease them more than anyone. This was their show, Fearon. We were just watching it.
So wait a minute. So what you're saying is, as far as how the American audience treated the Saudi Arabian show, it was something like this?
See, I don't ask my audience what they want. I tell them what they want.
This guy's got pizzazz. I like him.
I tell them what they want, and then they like it.
You will apologize to me, but oh wait, no, that's someone else. That was that best in the world guy. Well, he used to be, till I booked my son to win it.
Jericho?
No, the other one with the pot. Oh, he's got a podcast too. Well, Jericho's in Japan right now, and on a boat at the same time. I don't know. He's a god. I love that Chris Jericho. If anyone else went to Japan, they wouldn't be allowed back. But for some reason, Chris Jericho's allowed, which personally, if I could just say something, Vince, big fan, love the show. See, if I do it as Vince, it's not me bleeping on it as much as it's just Vince McMahon in studio, right?
So all right, so Lucas coming back and giving Twitch McMahon a pause here.
Yeah. Jericho, the cruise, the Rock and Wrestling Rager cruise thing also happened this week. And then he's in Japan last night / this morning defending his IWGP Intercontinental Championship. The man is, I mean, I know Foley is God, but can Jericho at least be anointed or canonized?
I feel like I should have given this warning ahead of time.
Well, this is the time where we go off the script.
Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Script? We don't need no stinking script.
All right, fine then. So much for that.
Yeah. I didn't have a script. I'm sure it
You don't follow it anyway.
Yeah. You should have just written Lucas Ramble. like when V1 and OSW was just all I wrote was rant.
Pretty much. So I guess, well, first of all, I guess we will go with this here. The host of the Saudi Arabian pay-per-view, I mean, we talked about it a little bit of it being not officially confirmed, but it has since. And, well, guess who showed up to Hot Dog and Grandstand at Crown Jewel?
Well, Hot Dog, they don't like hot dogs over there, brother. I prefer falafel and Grandstand.
Let's go to the clip real quick here.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. You know something, Maniacs? It feels so good to be out here in front of the whole WWE Universe and to be out here with all my stark raving Hulkamaniacs, brother. But you know what even feels better is after I climbed on that huge jumbo 747 jet, flew halfway across the world and landed here, I found out that the power of Hulkamania and the power of my Hulkamaniacs was stronger than ever right here at the Crown Jewel, Jack. It's great to see you guys. It's awesome to be here back in the WWE. It's unbelievable to be your host tonight. And guess what, Maniacs? The show starts right now. So what you gonna do when the power of Hulkamania and the Crown Jewel run wild on you, brother?
Yeah, brother.
Followed by playing Real American in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, as pointed out to me while we cut the mics off. Good move, by the way.
Yes. Something I
Not that I said anything bad, as much as I was just making some jokes we couldn't make on the air.
I know you too well. That's why I was like, all right, now's a good time to turn the mic off, and we're good.
And we're fine. Any threats to our livelihood on the show, and it's gone.
Pretty much. So yes, the Crown Jewel Jack, or I'm going to call it CJJ for short, because I just don't like. I don't know. So yeah. So you had that going on. As we had alluded to, but again, didn't really get confirmation on. So there were two noted names that were initially advertised, but ultimately omitted from the CJJ pay-per-view. One of them, of course...
Why don't we just say Crown Jewel? We don't have to say CJJ.
I just don't like advertising it.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
Well, I guess we can't go with the name you put on the script. If we're calling it a script now instead of show notes...
What script? We got rid of it, remember?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You crumbled it up.
But anyway, yeah.
It's right. Wait, no. It's in the waste bucket. I don't know why I just called it a waste bucket. I've been watching too much British television. It's in the waste. No, sorry. That's the rubbish bin. It's in the.
Where most of your jokes go.
Yes. Yes. Oh. This. It's gonna be one of those shows.
It is, but
line of the day.
No, Joey, stop.
If this was Opie and Anthony, that would have been line of the day.
Probably. But it is. No, it isn't. It is Pro Wrestling Weekly, and it will continue to be. At least I hope so. But yes, omitted from the CJJ pay-per-view, none other than Daniel Bryan and one other noted name.
And his name is John Cena.
Yeah, they opted not to make the trip, I guess, for personal conviction reasons.
Well, I know Brian's case was not just because of how they treat women over there, but it's also because they their stance on LGBTQ relations, and also the fact that Sami Zayn wasn't able to go over for Greatest Royal Rumble because he's of Syrian descent. So I'm assuming they just didn't know that until Vince was already like, "Gotcha, you can't leave." last time. So
now that they had a little bit of they had the inside scoop, they were kind of like, yeah, we're not we want none of this.
And they've sort of, well, Brian at least has sort of come under fire a little bit, which I understand, but I disagree with. Because they're saying, like, well, they're in the position where they can make a stand and not do that. Yeah. But, so if you have that ability to take a stand, then you should do it. I understand how that works. I understand full-fledged. I'm not even signed to the company yet, but I'm not even really that much in the business. Like, I've been wrestling for about 3.5 years, but, you know, like, that's just how it is in general. In any company, not everyone can take a stand, but those that take a stand, good for them. Whether or not they can do it comfortably. I'm sure that even if he, especially, like, I'm not going to pretend I know Daniel Bryan as a person that well. But I would assume with what you see of him, like, backstage and just how he acts, and, like, you hear from a lot of people that know him that he's a good dude. I'm sure that he would have taken that stand regardless of his position in the company. I'm sure that if he was general manager of SmackDown, if he was still general manager of SmackDown, he would have said, deuces, I'm not going. Sorry. Wow, I can't believe I just said deuces on the air.
No, that's perfectly acceptable.
Fair enough. Okay, cool.
So we have, thanks to the aforementioned leukemia from last week of Roman Reigns, we have a new Universal Champion. Meet the new champ, same as the old champ, Brock Lesnar.
You don't like what you... I've already used that one, darn it.
Yeah.
We'll use it again. I'm the boss, darn it. No, not the drop. I was just... No.
Say something stupid.
Oh,
The champ has spoken.
I do plenty of that. And by that I mean... And by I mean Lucas the intern, not Vince McMahon or Twitch McMahon. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
This bit took a turn.
Yeah.
Right into the wastebucket with my jokes.
Or the rubbish bin.
The wastebucket. Wow, I suck.
Oh, my goodness. You are in rare form today.
No, I'm not. I'm in the same form I always am in.
This is like a new level of your rare formness.
I've gone Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Of trash.
The Super Saiyan of trash. I think that might be a new nickname.
No, please, no. I haven't heard that sort of level of venomous nickname since middle school. I don't want to go back there.
Fair enough. So then we will use it instead for the World Cup tournament.
Ooh. You know, if there's one positive thing to go out of that tournament, besides the fact that, like, obviously Ray can still go.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. Kurt Angle. Can of Coke to you, man. Holy crap. That was the thing I wanted to see. Because you had him in, like, tag team matches the past couple times he's been wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to see, like, especially they're putting him against someone like Ziggler who has that sort of style that he's able to wrestle with Angle. You know, people forget he's a Kent State Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Angle can still go. Maybe not as much as he used to, like with Shane O'Mac in 2002, but like he can still go. And I'm here for it.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned Shane O'Mac. How I understand that anything can happen in professional wrestling.
I don't hate you, punk. I hate this idea that you're the best. 'Cause you're not. I'm the best. I'm the best in the world. That was Twitch O'Mac. I can't do a Shane O'Mac. Cause his
the most you can do is the dance. The
actually,
little
yes, I
shuffle.
can. I won $1 twice. Night of the Royal Rumble 2015 in Philly. We were doing the Do Your Best Vince McMahon Power Walk. I won $1 for that, and I did a good Shane O'Mac and won another $1 from Dan Wing.
Wow, there's a throwback name. My goodness.
Yeah.
How things change over time. But yes, how Shane McMahon wins a tournament that he never even officially entered. Winning the World Cup, which
he was doing his best Dean Ambrose impersonation too, with the gear, minus the sneakers.
Yeah,
my dad was never good at wearing those type of sneakers, but
Good on you, Shane.
And the other thing, which I'm sure people will be nitpicky about, the fact that it's called the World Cup, but all 8 competitors and replacement of Shane were from the United States. How worldly.
Yeah. Well, okay, so, I
The
mean...
United States, the only world that matters.
Well, what about Ray? Oh, he's from San Diego. Close enough.
Booyaka, 619 and all that.
Booyaka, booyaka. Yeah, they're not booing, they're saying booyaka.
I was saying booyaka.
That's why I signed Ray. They kept saying it, so I gave them what they wanted. Don't say I never did anything for you, WWE Universe.
I'm going to stop now.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to have no voice left by the end of this show.
I have no shame. Who cares?
Fair enough. And I feel like we should have probably brought this out about 16 minutes ago.
Spoiler!
For those who didn't see it from 24 hours ago. Well, it's been 24 hours, so the rule's over. Yeah.
That's a paddling.
What are you, Dawn from... Oh, never mind.
No, it's another Simpsons reference.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I forget the guy's name. John from Northeast Philly, I'm sure you'd be able to tell us.
Most certainly. And you know what? We are... Wow, the time is just flying on by here. We're already at that point for our first time out here, so I guess we'll save the tag team main event for the other side.
Ooh, yeah. All the failure to catch people and all.
Yeah, so much to come out of that, and... We also got to talk some Evolution as well, because I know that, it's definitely well-deserved.
Oh, my God, yes. Becky Lynch, get in my stable. My boy stable. You earned it, girl. Get in here.
Yeah, but she's a champion, so doesn't that...
Okay, well, this is a different boy stable. This is good on you.
Okay,
well,
fair enough.
Okay, come on. Look at what happened yesterday. They don't care about that.
Fair enough. All right, first...
Can we get away with that one? We just did. Okay.
Pretty much. Got to let you know that the place to get action figures, replica title belts, sports memorabilia, banners, and more is at George's Cards and Collectibles. We're coming up 1 week from tomorrow. That'd be Sunday, November 11th, from noon to 2 at George's in Chamonix Mall location. How's this for a pack of individuals, a pack of people, as it were? Former WWE star Ken Patera. Ooh. Former WWE and WCW wrestler and actor Zeus, or Z Gangsta. Okay, everybody knows him better as Zeus.
I prefer the Z Gangsta.
Oh, WCW.
I prefer my trash to be 95 wrestling trash. Thank you very much.
You just prefer not to watch it, as well as WWE.
Just a slag on it on the internet.
As well as WWE Hall of Famers Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Sonny, and Mean Gene Okerlund. That'll all be Saturday, November 11th from noon to 2.
Oh, we have to go.
George's has 2 locations for all of your cards and collectibles needs.
That's a Sunday.
It is a Sunday.
I thought you said Saturday, November 11th.
No, I said Sunday, November 11th.
I'm losing my mind. I'm sorry.
You don't say.
Admission's the first step to recovery.
Absolutely. 2 locations for all of your cards and collectibles needs. Their original store at 7755 New Falls Road in Levittown, as well as in the Neshaminy Mall in the movie theater wing. For more information, go to georgescollectibles.com and follow George's Cards and Collectibles on Facebook. On the other side, we'll get into the tag team main event from CJJ. And also, we'll talk Evolution because it definitely needs to be talked about. It is not going to be a mystery. Oh, wait, that's a different Evolution. That joke.
Full of change that no one sees. That part is appropriate.
Yeah, that one certainly works as well. All that and more. Plus, we'll get to a look at the local scene from Ed from Northeast Philly on the other side. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.
I'm Merrill Reese, inviting you to join me and Delaware County beat reporter Bob Groats and a different Eagle each week for the Gwinnett Mercy University Pro Football Report, presented by BCWSA. Listen on 1490 WBCB and 610 ESPN, or watch our video stream on Facebook Live as we broadcast each week from a different Chickies and Pete's. The Gwinnett Mercy University Pro Football Report, presented by BCWSA, every Tuesday night from 6 to 7, right here on 1490 WBCB and 610 ESPN.
I'm Henry Carpenter, a certified elder law attorney, and we're Bucks County Elder Law, a life care planning law firm. Don't worry, this is not another one of my gloomy ads. As hard as it may seem to believe, elder law can actually be fun. Often, we help seniors do wonderful things for their family. Maybe it's protecting money for a grandchild's education, maybe a wedding, or maybe preserving a vacation home for future generations. Maybe it's ensuring the long-term care of a loved one, like a dog or cat, bird or horse, or addressing the complex issues of a blossoming romance that's heading into a second, third, or fourth marriage. I'm Henry Carpenter, and we're Bucks County Elder Law. We're here when you need us, for the happy times as well as the trying times. At Bucks County Elder Law, we empower you to make the best legal, care, and planning decisions for you and your family. We invite you to call us today at 215-493-0727 to schedule a free initial consultation. Join us each Tuesday at 9 a.m. for Senior Legal Strategies right here on WBCB, and to visit our website at www.buckscountyelderlaw.com.
Chickies and Pete's, your favorite local sports bar with the best in-game experience. Catch all the action and the players at Chickies and Pete's all season long. Live football shows all season, featuring the Brandon Graham Show every Monday. Plus, the Chickie and Pete's Players Lounge with many more special guests. Enjoy daily drink specials, signature menu items, and our world-famous crab fries. Chickies and Pete's is a proud partner of the Philadelphia Eagles and the official caterer of the Touchdown Club at Lincoln Financial Field. Head to chickiesandpete's.com for the full schedule.
Open enrollment for individual health insurance ends December 15th. This year, you may have more choices. Only plans on healthcare.gov guarantee coverage for substance use disorder, mental health, prescriptions, and pre-existing conditions. If you need help signing up for health insurance or have questions about financial assistance, visit localhelp.healthcare.gov. To learn more about health insurance, visit insurance.pa.gov. Sponsored by the Pennsylvania Insurance Department.
Hi, Merrill Reese, inviting you to join me and Delaware County beat reporter Bob Groats and a different Eagle each week for the Gwinnett Mercy University Pro Football Report, presented by BCWSA. Listen on 1490 WBCB and 610 ESPN, or watch our video stream on Facebook Live as we broadcast each week from a different Chickies and Pete's. The Gwinnett Mercy University Pro Football Report, presented by BCWSA, every Tuesday night from 6 to 7, right here on 1490 WBCB and 610 ESPN.
He's got the Luigi death stare from Fearon, so he might have...
I didn't give you the Luigi death stare. That's not true.
You're breaking kayfabe.
Breaking kayfabe. I'm going to break something else during this commercial.
There we go. That's what I like to see.
And now, more Pro Wrestling Weekly with your hosts, Fearon Derry and Lucas DeSangro.
Are we getting into that controversy again?
I know how it feels, and it's not fun.
Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Fearon, Derry, and Lucas Twitch DeSangro here with you, and we're talking Evolution as well as that shiny thing that goes atop a king. Yeah, that.
Right.
Yeah, or as Hogan said it, Crown Jewel Jack.
Oof.
So yes, we left it off on the other side. Is it me, or is it just weird seeing a bald Shawn Michaels?
It is weird, but
I mean, the last time that I saw it was when he wore that bald cap impersonating Hogan, of all people, in the build-up to their SummerSlam 2005 match. Brother.
brother. I'm just parroting EC3's old TNA theme. brother. It's just trouble for like, that's all the song says is trouble. Ugh, it's stupid. It's catchy though.
Yes.
Just like most of the music today. Hoyo.
Bump. Yeah, but probably the big thing to come out of that was that in the match, Triple H suffered what was believed to be a torn pectoral muscle.
Oof.
During the event yesterday, and according to WWE.com, as a result...
That's just so he doesn't have to show up on Monday to deal with the backlash.
As a result, the game plans to return to the United States this week to undergo surgical repair.
I'm just not going to be at Monday. I'm sorry, I'm taking Monday off. I can't. You saw what happened. You saw the internet. I ain't doing this. Sorry.
Which is strange, because according to Paul Heyman, I thought it was Tuesdays that Triple H didn't want to work. Little ECW one-night stand humor.
Very nice, I got it.
Yeah.
Elizabeth!
Oh, goodness. Well, we're not going to go to Elizabeth, but we are going to go to somebody else that starts with an E. Ed from Northeast Philly to give us a look at the local scene. Welcome to Pro Wrestling Weekly.
Good afternoon. This afternoon, ROH is in Pittsburgh at Stage A&E for a TV taping.
So if you're planning on going to that, hop on that Learjet right about now and say hi to Flair for us.
It's starting bell time 4 p.m.
Yeah, 3.5 hours from here to Pittsburgh. Yeah, hop on that Learjet. That's about the only way you're making it.
And this is for all TV buffs. Central Intelligence with The Rock will be on TNT Network tonight.
Oh, okay. A little something different, shaking it up a little bit.
For some people that didn't see him in the theaters.
And that would definitely include me, but that's movies and I don't know. Maybe it's because I can't sit still for that long. Who knows?
They seem to get shorter when they only last like a week and a half in theaters. Some movies.
Yeah,
it's a very quick rotational cycle.
Yeah, that's.
I suppose.
H2O Survivor Series party, November 18th, starting at 5 p.m. in Williamstown, New Jersey, at the H2O Center.
Yeah, holy cow. We are 15 days away from Survivor Series, and it feels like it has not been talked about a lick because, oh yeah, the Saudi thing.
Yeah, I think they only have 1 or 2 matches listed.
Well, yeah, one of them definitely came out of an interesting. In a way, it was partly due to online or social media type stuff. I think, was it you that showed me this, Lucas, or did I show you the tweet from Becky Lynch?
No, I think I definitely saw the tweet before you. I definitely saw the tweet because it was fantastic, and I again wholeheartedly support Becky Lynch. Huge Becky Lynch fan. I can't wait to see this match happen.
That's right. It was our. I was made privy of it by our good friend of the show and Fugazi wrestling fan Mike Samsel, who brought it to my attention. So we have a champion versus champion match for Survivor Series. It's going to be Becky Lynch against Ronda Rousey. And
that's going to be interesting.
It was set up in part based off of the Evolution kind of follow-up. There was a screen capture in a sense of, as you see on Twitter when somebody follows you, when somebody becomes a Twitter follower. So it notes, Ronda Rousey followed you, and Becky Lynch simply tweeted above it, "She tried." Referencing that the last woman standing match that Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair had was right before the main event of Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella.
It should have been it should have been the main event. No offense, but like, oh my God, you can't follow that. You really can't. I'm sorry. Like,
so just a little internet dig, just a little needling, and that I think is going to add a little personal touch to just the which champion is better, the Survivor Bragging Rights Series.
And then we're going to have a rematch from last year of epic proportions. That's going to be a great match again. As much as I may not... I want to just clarify. I like Lesnar. I don't like Lesnar as champion. I really don't. Lesnar can put on some great matches. But I just don't like the championship being on a divorced dad schedule. I'm sorry. Like, I'll see you at WrestleMania, kid. But I thought we were going to have a catch. I said, I'll see you at WrestleMania. Okay.
That almost sounds like experience talking.
Because I know that joke too many times.
I was going to say, unless there's something that I don't know about, because it's been a while since I've seen...
wrestling?
No.
For all you know, Lesnar was still Universal Champion. Come on.
I was going to say, since I've seen your parents, so I was going to say, unless there's some news that I didn't know about.
Nope.
Okay. Nope. SNL are still good? Okay.
Well, they ebb and flow.
S and L.
Oh, right. I was going to say ebbs and flows every season or two. It's cool.
There's two big conventions coming to the area.
And
we're just going to leave that there?
Yeah, we're just going to let that float out there. 2 big conventions. Pause. Dramatic pause.
Comic-Con in July. Technically, he's right.
LaGuardia Hotel in New York on November 10th. Rosemary Alley, Teddy Long, The Briscoes, RVD, Big Cass, Lawrence Taylor, Zeus, Pete Rose, and Charlie Caruso, plus many others.
Oh, Charlie Caruso. Very nice. She's going to be there.
And don't forget, Tony Correa is on there, too.
Yeah, that's all part of the big event that they do up in New York.
And Icons is coming to December 9th at the arena.
Yeah, not to be overshadowed just because it was mentioned in there and I didn't want it to be put as a throwaway, but WrestleMania 11 main eventer Lawrence Taylor. Because we're taking it back to 95, apparently. There's a lot of that going on.
They got Renee Young, Edge, D'Lo Brown, and Jeff Jarrett, and Bob Holly.
Wow, those should all be a lot of fun.
Renee
Becky
Young.
Becky Lynch is going to be in Freehold on December 7th at I Play America.
Yeah, that sounds. I've been hearing lots of things about I Play America over the years, and in doing more research on it, I'm gonna have to make a trip, even if it's not necessarily to a wrestler appearance. It just seems like a fun place.
And Nia Jax at Adventureland store, November 16th, 5 to 7 p.m. in Voorhees.
That is the Friday of Survivor Series weekend.
Yes. And that's about it.
Alrighty, Ed. Well, thank you so much for the look at the local scene.
I think I went over my time limit.
Nah, you're fine. Well, some of it was the banter between Lucas and I. We weren't counting that against you. We were just counting it against us. All right, thanks for the call. We'll catch up with you next week. Nothing to add to that?
Nope.
Just noping right on up of that.
Just taking after my dad.
Nope.
And by dad, I mean Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose, yeah. No,
that's the joke.
So, yeah, just to go back to CJJ for a moment here, Stephanie McMahon speaking with Sky News and addressing the company's decision to run Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia, she had said, quote, "Moving forward with Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia was an incredibly tough decision given that heinous act. But at the end of the day, it's a business."
It's all about the money. Is that not what she said?
No, she said, well, kind of. But at the end of the day, it's a business decision, and like a lot of other American companies, we decided that we're going to move forward with the event and deliver Crown Jewel for all of our fans in Saudi Arabia and around the world.
Because it's all about the money. It's all about the money. It's all about the...
Yeah, the meat of that was it was a business decision, and the rest was just condiments trying to make that easier to swallow.
Philanthropy is the new advertising.
Yeah.
Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Greed is right. Greed works. Greed clarifies, cuts through, and captures the essence of the evolutionary spirit.
And now you're going to segue into evolution. I was going to make a WCW pay-per-view joke. Darn you, Burgundy. Why did I just call you Burgundy? No, I was doing okay.
No, you weren't. Well, you know what? We'll save evolution for the other side here because we're already up against it here. Where the heck does the time go? And we got to let you know that it's a night of music and a test brew at the Broken Goblet Brewery, 1500 Grundy's Lane in Bristol, PA, where tonight you can check out a hazy and very juicy 6.7% IPA hopped with Idaho, Wakatu, Citra, Apollo, and Mosaic hops. And also tonight enjoy live solo tunes from John Bielesh. And also, tickets are already half sold out for Thanks for the Laughs 4, the 4th annual night of comedy starring nationally recognized comedians Don Jameson and Jim Florentine. The best Thanksgiving Eve tradition since Survivor Series in the early 90s. It's Thanks for the Last 4, and it's Wednesday, November 21st. Are we going to that?
I hope so.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were available. And I know that you're moving, shaking, and things to do, people to see, hands to shake, babies to kiss, and everything else.
Administrations I have to go to.
Administrations to go to, and the things of that nature. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that face was, but it wasn't good. I'll leave it at that. It was a grimace of a face.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. But one place you won't grimace is the Broken Goblet Brewery, where there's a lot of other fun weekly features, including Sunday Bloody Marys and Bloody Flights, as well as brews from noon to 5. Yeah, don't have too many so you get into bloody fights. That's not a good idea.
Yeah, save that for us.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Wrestlers.
Yes, Tuesdays bring Jackbox.tv onto the big screen, and it's free to play from your cell phone. Wednesdays, they have Quizzo from the Dark Side with bartender Reese. Thursdays, you have the house musician Mike Estabrook, who has tunes and Esta Bingo, which can help get you to win win chances at a quarterly jackpot. Fridays, live music from a variety of acts, and Saturdays are a hodgepodge of events. Just a few reasons.
Hodgepodge, that's an underrated word.
Why do you think I use it?
Thank you.
Absolutely. Just a few reasons why it's always a good time at the Broken Goblet Brewery, 1500 Grundy's Lane in Bristol, PA. Broken Goblet Brewing, the semi-official brewery of Pro Wrestling Weekly. Please enjoy responsibly.
Sorry, what time is Thanks for the Laughs again?
What time is it?
10:15.
No, I wasn't going for the Mike Knox OSW review reference. I was just clarifying the question.
Yes. What time is it?
I know it's in the evening. I forget exactly what time in the evening, and I'm quickly trying to look it up.
Let's just say this. If I were to be working until 9 o'clock...
You would probably be showing up halfway through? Let me... actually, I strike that. I stand corrected. So... The bar opens at 5 that day, so you want to get your seats early. You may have trouble getting a seat, but the official start to it is at 9 p.m. on Wednesday.
Ooh.
So if you're working until 9, you might be a little late, and you may get heckled by the comedians a bit for it.
I'm going to get heckled regardless. But why is he having a twitching fit in the front row? That's my Jim Florentine impression. I should probably work on it.
No, you shouldn't.
I take it not because it was perfect and it doesn't need any work. I think it's more just because it needs to die in a fire, that impression.
It needs to go in the rubbish bin. That's more so what it is. Callback. All right, we'll be back with more stuff here on Pro Wrestling Weekly on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.
Hi, this is Chris Ermer, the host of Upwards here on WBCB. Each Tuesday at 1, we feature health and wellness tips with Maureen Solomon from the Philadelphia Protestant Home, the latest consumer protection news and info from consumer advocate Mike Bannon, and so much more. Find out about fundraisers, big and small, volunteer opportunities, local entertainment, arts and culture stuff, all that and more on Upwards. Join us Tuesdays at 1 on WBCB.
Join Paul Jolovitz every week for the Monday Night Kickoff Show. For guest and show information, visit WBCBSports.com.
Our military service members volunteer to protect us in the most dangerous places around the world. They step up. And when they are severely ill or injured, returning to their families is only the beginning of their long road home. Wounded Warrior Project provides these brave men and women whatever they need to continue their fight for independence at no cost for life. So now it's time for a grateful nation to step up. Join us at findwwp.org.
All commentators heard on WBCB express their own views. Their opinions are not necessarily those of others on WBCB, including the staff and management.
Tina Davis and her husband were caught red-handed taking taxpayer money intended for the poor. Authorities filed felony charges. A realtor, Tina Davis was a key part of the fraud scheme. Instead of giving money to their low-income tenants, the Davises took it. More than $30,000 from the taxpayer-funded program. The Davises pocketed money intended to help the poor pay utility bills. Greedy, corrupt, immoral. We can't trust Tina Davis.
You won't see termites crawling across your floor, but thousands might be devouring the wood in your walls, weakening the structure of your home. For over 50 years, Termite Proofing and Pest Control of the Delaware Valley has been in the exterminating business. If you think you have a pest problem, they're the experts. Call them today at 215-639-5455. That's 215-639-5455 for TPPC. Termite Proofing and Pest Control of the Delaware Valley gives your home or business peace of mind, knowing your pest problem is in their hands. Located at 1560 Bristol Pike in Bensalem, they use only EPA-approved material applied by licensed technicians. Call Termite Proofing and Pest Control of the Delaware Valley at 215-639-5455.
Pro Wrestling Weekly presents Today in Wrestling History, November 3. On this date in 1997, WWF Monday Night Raw aired live from Hershey, Pennsylvania. In the main event, Ken Shamrock defeated WWF European Champion Shawn Michaels by disqualification. On this date in 2001, the WWF held its United Kingdom-only Rebellion pay-per-view. In the main event, Steve Austin pinned The Rock to retain the WWF Championship. On this date in 2003, WWE Monday Night Raw aired live from Cleveland, Ohio. In the main event, Shawn Michaels pinned Mark Henry. On this date in 2008, WWE Monday Night Raw aired live from Tampa, Florida. In the main event, Chris Jericho defeated Batista in a steel cage match to win the World Heavyweight Championship. This has been Today in Wrestling History, November 3.
Hi, this is Jim Cornette, and you're listening to Pro Wrestling Weekly with Fearon Derry on 1490 WBCB.
Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. And thank you to Jim Cornette for the kind words.
Oh, he did have some... I don't know if you've been seeing this. This is a bit of a quick tangent. No, Austin Aries, has been going on a bit of a tangent on social media. Quite entertaining, though. Saying it's a thing, Austin Aries ticked me off, for lack of a better term.
Yep.
I don't know if we can say the other...
Yeah, probably better to err on the side of caution, but I think we know where you're going with that.
Right.
The old
And
Jeff Jarrett guitar slogan.
Yeah. Hashtag Austin Aries, blah, blah, blah. And he posts, like, pictures of fans, the classic smarky-looking fans that look, you know how a smark looks. And it's them saying stuff about Austin Aries. And one was Jim Cornette. And I will post it in the Facebook fan page because it is just a gem. And Austin Aries, it's Jim. This is the picture that Jim Cornette. Not that flattering of a picture.
A very unflattering picture of Jim Cornette, yes.
Don't knock Austin Aries' talent. He's a good performer. The only reason he fails everywhere is because he's a miserable little whiner who thinks he should be pushed to the moon and knows more than everyone else. Wrestling and promos, he's fine. Probably needs a cheeseburger. Austin Aries is a vegan. I don't know if you guys knew that because he posts about it all the time. But it was just too good not to share.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Jim Cornette. I also love Austin Aries. I'm starting to love Austin Aries a little bit more. Though I can't stand the whole constant vegan posting thing. I get it. So it's not my hill to die on. And Facebook fan page, sorry, tangent
All right.
over.
Rant over. Or tangent or a little bit of both.
Tangent 5 of 37. I'm not
37?
Hey, you get back here!
Oh, wow. All right, so in other news here, WWE announced Monday that tickets to WrestleMania 35 will be available on Friday, November 16th, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern. WrestleMania will take place Sunday, April 7th, 2019, from MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, and stream live around the world on WWE Network. Ticket prices range from $35 to $1,000, and there will be a limited number of Gold Circle VIP packages available ranging from $2,000 to $2,500. That Gold Circle package includes seating in the first 9 rows ringside, access to a Gold Circle VIP stadium entrance, and a commemorative WrestleMania take-home folding chair. And I can tell you from personal experience, it's a fun and interesting and weird experience seeing people carry those through public transportation after a pay-per-view, after having witnessed it from fans in Brooklyn at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I remember another Royal Rumble 2015 memory. There's super fans, you know, the guys you see at the front row of every show on television. My personal favorites are Superfan Smiles, who has the neon green smiley face T-shirt, and then I call him Superfan Samurai Cop because that's what he looks like. He looks like Samurai Cop.
Okay.
But I saw him. I'm pointing out to you. You have no clue what I'm talking about. I'm like, I see him all the time, and he's putting yet another front row chair in the back of his car that is filled with other front row chairs from pay-per-views. It's the best.
So that's where he keeps his collection, in the trunk.
Just like CJJ's creative meeting. Okay, that got something. Thank God.
That was very well done.
Thank God.
So, yeah, I guess one more thing on CJJ here. So some talking points coming out of it. So is Brock Lesnar going to carry the Universal title into his planned UFC comeback in January?
I'm sure he's going to carry it into his grave with how they've been booking him as champion.
And is Shawn Michaels...
Just when I thought we were out, they pulled us right back in.
Yep. Is Shawn Michaels one and done after Crown Jewel?
I believe there is a plan going forward. I thought that the plan... It's been heavily rumored, to say the least. That will be Michaels versus Taker at Survivor Series. Why? I don't know. I didn't even watch the tag match. Can Michaels still go?
I will admit that for both occupational and personal reasons, I did not see any of Crown Jewel, but
I barely saw Crown Jewel. I caught the rerun just barely, and I was skimming through just to see the stuff. I wanted to see if Joey Samoa won the title, but he didn't.
But basically, the overall consensus is Michaels for 53 far exceeded expectations. I mean, comparing him to his prime, there's obviously a little zip off the fastball, but he still can strike out some major league hitters, to use a pitching reference.
Okay, good, because I'm sure after that match he's gonna have to carry Taker. And I love Taker, but oof. He did try to do a moonsault on the outside. Taker, and this is what I did see because it's been all over Instagram. Taker and Kane failed to catch Michaels. He hits his head somewhere and just busts himself open.
Just like old times.
Except there wasn't a coffin this time.
Yeah.
Though they're given the collective age of everyone in there, probably should have been.
Wow.
This is more the on-air personality because I still do want a job in wrestling. And
you were just going for the bit.
Yeah, just for the bit.
That
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all, kid.
Oh, goodness. Now, here's another question. Was Renee Young on commentary for that? Her being on commentary, was that a sign of progress or an attempt to satisfy critics of the event? Or maybe a little of both?
That I'm sure it was more the latter than the former, or I don't know how that saying works.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Okay, cool. Yay. Isn't it fun to learn with me, everyone?
Absolutely.
Fun.
Learning with Twitch. That could be a new segment on the show.
That would be that would go over as well as Mark K. Fabe.
Yeah, one and done.
Yeah. Not even one and done. You axe it halfway through.
No, I didn't axe it halfway through. It went
If it
all right.
became a segment, oof.
Yeah, no, that's why it was maybe it'll come back. Who knows? And how guilty are we to continue making nostalgia big money?
I don't know.
I don't mean we individually, but I mean we as the wrestling community as a whole.
To be fair, do you think it really, even if we didn't want the nostalgia, do you think it would still happen? Because I think it would.
Yeah, probably.
We all love The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
We all love Shawn Michaels. Well, most of us love Shawn Michaels. I love Shawn Michaels. You ask a few people that worked with him in the 90s, not so much.
Fair enough. However,
I think the consensus is, for the most part, they want to take those pops that these guys get out of context. They love him still. He's great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using Twitch McMahon as a crutch today. I really am. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're leaning heavily on that.
Because I know at least that part's entertaining. Whether it's good or bad is one thing.
I mean, without that,
It's
you've
fun
got like
to see
a
me
very
struggle.
heavy limp, and as Mick Foley said, limping ain't easy.
Correct. Very correct.
I don't know. So
they're really just I think they're really just going for the most part off of, hey, they still love them. Look at the pop they just got.
Yeah, look at the crowd reaction. They must want more of them.
Maybe. Depends.
There is a thing as too much of a good thing. There is.
I'm seeing AJ Styles' WWE title run, for example. I want to see someone. I wanted Joe to win it so bad.
Yeah, seeing quintagenarian wrestlers, not quite so much. Wow, there's another $5 word, quintagenarian. Ted Efaw cracking up back at the. Speaking of which, my goodness.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever.
Ted Efaw.
We missed you, Ted. We missed
the
you.
The boss is back. So, yeah. Got to give him the Eric Bischoff theme. Back and better than ever, and yeah, this maniac is going to step on whomever. Well, maybe not that much, but yeah, keep in line. There's going to be some changes. Yeah, maybe not all that.
Why is he wearing an NWO windbreaker, Ron? I don't get it.
They didn't sell an NWO windbreaker. If they did, I would have snapped it up. Are you kidding me?
Chalkline official. Or no, those are more like Varsity/Bomber jackets.
Okay, yeah, that they probably did.
They also I'm surprised you haven't. I'm surprised you haven't bought any of those. They're quite expensive, but there's like a Razor Ramon. They have the NWO.
You answered your own
Wolfpack.
question. That is why they are, in the words of Mr. Dink from Doug, very expensive.
Oh wow!
Wow, yeah.
Wow.
There's a throwback reference.
I'll take references only Lucas will get.
I think most people in our
references only Lucas will get out of Lucas's generation for 500, Alex.
Yeah, that's probably not too far out of the realm of things. All right, so real quick, Cody addressing fans on that Chris Jericho cruise, saying that he has no intention of signing with WWE, according to WrestlingInc.com, and said that he intends to do everything in his power to deliver an All-In 2 event. His Ring of Honor deal is ending soon, and he has publicly indicated that he plans to leave the company, so it's hard to say what he'll do next. Could be a swerve, but who knows. So we've got like 2 minutes left and a whole bunch of...
birthdays!
Got that right. 3 + 5 Brucey bonuses. Thank you, Ted, in the background with the cough. On this date in 1953, Dennis Michael Miller was born, the comedian, talk show host, and commentator who guest hosted the 2009 WWE Slammy Awards on Raw, turned 65 today. And also, well, we won't talk about his Monday Night Football commentary.
No.
On this date in 1970, Dawn Marie Saltis was born, the former wrestler and valet in WWE and ECW, better known as Dawn Marie. We won't give the last name from ECW for...
You'll tell me off the air.
B-Y-T-C-H. We'll leave it at that. She turns 48 today. On this date in 1989, Manuel Alfonso Andrade Oropeza was born, the former NXT champion and current SmackDown superstar, better known as Andrade Cien Almas, easy for me to say, turns 29
Formerly
today.
known as La Sombra and
too.
CMLL.
Yes, and to the Brucey bonuses, 5 of them. On this date in 1933, Michael Dukakis was born, the 65th governor of Massachusetts and 1988 Democratic presidential nominee, losing to George Bush. Sr. turns 85 today. On this date in 1948, Lulu, of her hit To Sir With Love, and also the title song to the James Bond film The Man with the Golden Gun, she turned 70 today. On this date in 1949, Larry Holmes was born, the Hall of Fame heavyweight boxer. He turned 69 today. On this date in 1952, James Cummings was born, the voice actor known for numerous roles including Winnie the Pooh over the last 30 years, and Tigger, Tasmanian Devil, and of course Darkwing Duck.
Let's get dangerous.
He turned 66. And on this date in 1987, Colin Kaepernick was born, the controversial former pro football quarterback from the 49ers, and that's all I'm going to say out of that to stay out of trouble. He turns 31 today. And speaking of staying out of trouble, for your civic duty here, don't forget this from the poet laureate Nipsey Russell.
The opposite of pro is con. That fact is clearly seen. If progress means move forward, then what does Congress mean?
There you go. So have fun voting on Tuesday. We'll be back next week, and no time for Nutsy.
Celebrating 60 years of broadcasting excellence. We're 1490 WBCB.